Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. So, this is a different type of video. Recently, me and Randy started a podcast called Angel and Rambo's Mystical Mayhem. I encourage you guys to go check it out. It's on Spotify. And I just kind of wanted to share with you what we've come up with. So, let's get into this video.
Right.
Hey guys, it's Angel
Rambo.
and we're here to talk about the Illuminati. So, Rambo, I have found a story regarding the Illuminati that I want to share with you. And as I talk about it, I would like you to give me your input and then we can go from there. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. So, if you're familiar with any conspiracy theories at all, you've likely heard the term Illuminati before. So, I'm going to stop right there. What do you know about the Illuminati, Randy?
Oh my goodness. So a lot of actors and actresses and so on and so forth. There's like a secret society. I guess I don't know. See, I want to know. And I don't know how related they are, but Scientology and that recent views. I don't know who it was. A Real Remedy was exposing Scientologists because of what happened with Danny Masterson and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything about that?
No, I haven't.
Have you watched the show that Liam Remedy called
No.
Yeah, she exposes Scientology because she was a Scientologist, and it's a secret society, and Tom Cruise and a bunch of actors and actresses. That's what I know about it. I don't know, what have you heard?
What have I heard? So anytime I see anything about the Illuminati, I always kind of look into it. Scientology, not so much because that's more of a cult. And
Well,
I'm good.
Christianity in itself could be considered a cult. I mean, it's a belief, but then when people push it upon you, I think that's when it gets cult-like.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly where it is too. So, and that's what happens with all these cults and stuff. That's what they do. They start off trying to, bring people in and be all nice to them and shit. And then once they get them in there, they start taking their houses, their money.
We have milk and cookies.
So I want you guys to take a look at some of these pictures because I took series of pictures because I would notice that certain pictures would be blurry and then I would take another picture and it'd be fine. And I put that all in here because this place is supposedly haunted as well because of all the historical artifacts that they have inside of there. And I'm like, but I didn't see any orbs or anything like that. I didn't see no orbs. I didn't see no figures or anything. But I was having some glitching out with my camera and the pictures, even just the pictures, even with my phone, everything was kind of glitching out and it's just weird. And I've noticed that a lot lately. Like when I'm recording that, I'm having issues with, stuff that I don't usually have issues with. Here at home, no problems. No problems. I go out to shoot footage of a place that has been said to be haunted and my camera will I don't know, it's lagging. It doesn't it's doing this look. I'm taking pictures with a camera, okay? Made for taking pictures. And usually I can just I go to a place that's said to be haunted and I take a picture, it'll do this loading screen. And I'm like, that's fucking weird because it doesn't do it all the time. So it's not a glitch with the camera because I take other pictures just fine, right? So I just happened to notice when I would take pictures of certain things that the picture would be blurry. And I'm like, why is this picture blurry? The camera is a really nice camera. It takes really good pictures, which is why I rather take pictures with my camera instead of my phone. I'd rather record with the phone than the camera, trial and error. But if I'm going to record and I don't use my phone, I use the GoPro because it's all about the quality and everything. And just with the camera, it just doesn't have very good footage. I want you guys to have something that's going to be almost as good as being there, right? Because I want you guys along for this adventure with me. So,
What about milk and cookies?
It's like that little meme that you see like online. Come to the dark side. We have milk and cookies.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like they make it, they glorify it.
yeah
They
they do.
glorify these cults like, hey, come on, it's gonna be, the grass is gonna be greener on the other side, and in all actuality, it's not.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree. And then that's when everything goes south and shit. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, so what I know about the Illuminati is that it started a long time ago. I want to say it was back, if I remember correctly, it was like the late 1800s or early 1900s, and it all started off with all the big honcho people back in the day, and they formed their own secret society and shit. But then on the other hand, I've also heard that the Illuminati comes around with that whole one world government thing,
Now,
right?
now, doesn't it consist of Freemasons and stuff too?
That's what I remember too.
And
Correct.
then Freemasons, there's like different levels of.
Yeah, and it's funny because what is that National Treasure? They get into that, the Freemasons and him looking for the national treasure and shit. And you wonder how much of that is actually true, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, back into the story now that we've established what we know about the Illuminati. Let's find out what this story is going to show us. So, many conspiracy theories go back to the Illuminati. Indeed, many of the ones discussed in this book are also said to be related to the Illuminati. But what exactly is it? Historically, the Illuminati actually existed. It was called the Order of the Illuminati and was a secret society in the Enlightenment age in Upper Bavaria in Germany. It was founded by a university professor named Adam Weiss.
What book are you getting this from?
Oh, this is that conspiracy theory book I found.
Oh. Like, what's the name of it?
Conspiracy Theories, Top 20 Conspiracy Theories.
Oh, okay.
In 1776, and was a group of people who advocated such things as secularism, free thought, liberalism, gender equality, and republicanism. They recruited their members from the German Masonic lodges, which were mystery schools to teach rationalism. Rationalism. Can't even talk. So anyways, the order was not long-lived, however, and was broken up and suppressed by government agents. The government was afraid of groups of this kind as they were breeding grounds for the types of people who would try to overthrow what they perceived to be an unjust government. However, according to some, the Illuminati never died, but simply went further underground and still exists today. There are many facets of this theory, and proponents say that the Illuminati's influence reaches everywhere into many different aspects of our lives. So that I wonder if that comes back to that whole one world, because I still haven't mentioned a lot of shit, but see, that brings me back to
first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Fight Club.
No, yeah, no, it's kind of like that same premise though. Like the first rule of Illuminati must be you don't talk about Illuminati. Like, I don't know.
Well, but then that comes back to the whole thing you were saying about the celebrities, because then you got Jay-Z and Beyonce doing the triangle, which is supposed to be the symbol of the Illuminati, right?
Yeah.
And then we see that shit on TV or in their music videos.
Well, then here's another thing. You see it on dollar bills and stuff too.
That is correct. So we see it all the fucking time. So that is in every aspect of our life then, right?
Yeah.
According to some, the Illuminati is a group of elites who work from the shadows to control almost everything having to do with our lives. Everything from the government and finances to culture and religion. So if the government controls our religion, then how come there's so many different religions allowed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think that if they were controlling everything, including religion, that there would only be one religion then? Well, whatever. People believe that although...
Then you gotta, like, what do they call that? Like, You got to separate. Oh God. Same thing with like the race wars. You got to like have different groups, otherwise like the masses will go like come against you or something. I don't know.
The diversity of it.
Diversity, yeah, but like they're, what do they call that? Population control, maybe?
Well, population control is where they release something out into the environment that's going to help reduce the population. You know, kind of like what people say about COVID and the flu and Spanish flu and all that. They think that that all was done by the government to control the population.
Yeah.
So, well, anyways.
Segregation, maybe then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's the word. Like,
there. Yeah, that's the word. That's definitely the word. Yeah.
they want to have this group over there, because if it was all one group, they could all take on, you know, whatever entity it is that's keeping us back. You know,
I don't know.
That's why this whole Black Lives Matter became huge, you know, because they want to segregate.
Yeah. Well, it's still going on today. That's the thing, is no matter what, you know, that I don't know, man. I don't want to get deep into that, because I feel like we can do a whole video or a podcast about that later.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. Like, definitely, if the Illuminati is controlling different aspects of our lives, and we already talked about how, you know, the symbol for the Illuminati is on the bill, the dollar bill,
Right.
how we see the shit on TV. There's little subliminal clues everywhere we look at.
Everywhere.
Right. So, anyways, people believe that although membership is secretive and no one can be sure who is in the Illuminati, many members leave signs for those in the know to find. People who are suspected of being in the Illuminati range from Barack Obama, the Pope, Queen Elizabeth II, and George W. Bush to Kanye West, Lady Gaga, Jim Carrey, and Willow Smith.
So one of the things I would like to touch base with this whole video, and how I'm looking for somewhere to shoot footage, right? That's the whole thing. Like, as I'm going through these stories and stuff, I'm like, where can I shoot footage? As me and Reedy were talking about doing this Illuminati podcast, right? I went to work one day and we had a luncheon, and on the table was this flyer for the Historic Auto Attraction Museum in Roscoe. Well, I work in Roscoe as well. And I was like, you know what? I got to looking at the pamphlet, and I'm like, you know, there's a lot of presidents' cars there and stuff. I think this would be perfect. I think this would be perfect because the Illuminati touches on, you know, all these people that, like, celebrities and presidents and shit that have been a part of the Illuminati. I was like, it's just going to be perfect. Just going to be perfect. So I put it in my head. I'm like, yep, this is where I'm going to go shoot footage for. And honestly, it goes hand in hand with everything that we talked about. So just check it out, guys.
Oh,
I don't know.
There's even rumors about Joe Biden.
No, he's a puppet, man. We'll talk about him a whole different podcast. He's a puppet. Literally, there's nothing there. Like, you can knock all day and nobody's gonna open the door.
With this one.
Oh God, he's a mess, man. That's a whole puppet right there. Vegetable, a walking vegetable. I can't. So, anyways,
let's try to stay on topic, I suppose.
Yeah, let's stay on topic. The banks are all supposedly in on it, with their highest ranking leaders in the Illuminati. So now we're finding out that supposedly the banks are involved. Is that kind of why the Illuminati symbol is on the bill? You know, are they a part of the Federal Reserve that actually makes our money?
Yeah, that'd be crazy, huh?
Yeah. So,
I mean, wasn't there recently like a bank that got hacked or something too?
Who got hacked?
One of the banks, like the Federal Reserve, actually in itself got hacked somehow.
I'm not even surprised, man.
Yeah.
These hackers are something else. Like every time
brings up another group, Anonymous.
Mm. Hmm.
You know, like this, you've opened up the wormhole here.
I told you it all.
So I'm sitting here talking about presidents. This was all in the book, right? This wasn't me. This was what I was reading out of the book at this point in time. But they're talking about Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, or no, maybe it wasn't Bill Clinton, George W. Bush. And I actually go by the presidents, and I don't know, dude. Like it just this was fitting for this video, and this is stuff that happens. Like I look for signs and then I record stuff. And that's just I really need to start pointing this out to you guys. It's just weird how all this happened. And it's just I don't know. Like I said, it's not paranormal, it's normal, but it's weird, right? Like and then the more that I'm going into the story, the more I'm seeing there at the historic auto attraction museum, and I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. This was very fitting for this video. I didn't think so at the time. I'm like, nah, this isn't gonna work. It's an auto mall, an auto mall museum, whatever, right? No, there's a lot of stuff there that was not just cars, as you guys can see so far in this video.
It all comes back to it's. I swear it starts with the Illuminati. I swear everything, like somehow everything can kind of be connected into Illuminati. It's so weird. Like even videos and stuff I've read about the Illuminati, I'm like, wow, dude, like that's crazy. Like you don't know. Like of course there's supposedly this is all speculation, right? That
right.
there's no truth behind any of this. But then we're looking around and we're like, oh yeah, there's no truth in it. Then why is all this shit correlated? You know? Anyways, the Illuminati is said to control many different things, or at the very least, influence things. They are said to order assassinations, and it's believed that they ordered John F. Kennedy's assassination because they were afraid of him making too many changes to the Federal Reserve. That's so funny. You just mentioned the Federal Reserve, and there it is.
So while I was there, I'm just going to keep coming back to this, man. I'm talking about money. And they had uncirculated bills there. They had a car that was covered in pennies and half dollars and whatever kind of change you can find in your pocket usually. They had a car that was covered in change. And I don't know if that made it into this cut or not either, but if it didn't, you guys should check out the next video because that's going to be the whole tour. The only thing I'm trying to tweak out right now is what kind of, I don't know, music or something to put in the background because I took a lot of pictures. I already put everything together. I just got to find music to overlay into it. And honestly, it's rough. So I don't know. We'll see what I end up coming up with. Maybe, who knows? Who knows what's going to be done with that video, but that's going to be coming out after this because the whole reason I even went there was for this video. So,
tell me that's not a coincidence.
Well,
you didn't even know, man. You didn't even know. And boom, there it is. Anyways, in order to control all finances in the United States and even beyond, it said they manipulate the currency in order to keep the rich right where they are and keep the poor from gaining wealth. That's a whole nother topic right there. Anyways, people who believe that the Illuminati controls the media and uses it to further their agenda by making the public believe whatever they want us to believe.
Well,
they
look at now here we go with that. Look at all these, most recent, shootings and stuff. Now, that's all the government trying to control gun control.
Yeah. They're like, oh, look at this. There was a gang shooting and if there wasn't guns, there's always going to be guns though, because they're sitting here talking about legal guns. They're not talking about the guns that have been stolen or not registered and stuff.
You could put as many laws as you want on guns, but there's still going to be ways to get them.
Correct. Just like any kind of drug, right?
And here's the thing, even without guns, there's people going to, find anything. They'll hit people with sticks if they have to. Like, it's just doesn't make sense. Like, guns don't kill people, people do. Like, and they're
Right.
gonna find ways of doing so with or without the guns. Like,
Correct. And if we've watched enough crime, you don't need a gun. You can use poison. You can.
you could use
There's.
a banana.
Yeah, I mean, there's. You say a fucking banana.
Yeah, man.
Are they choking on it?
No, they fucking, you freeze that motherfucker. You can stab a motherfucker with it.
Oh, dude,
And
that comes back to
then
that.
you eat it afterwards.
You eat it. Ew, that's so
Beats
funny.
jail.
Ugh. No, but dude, that reminds me of that episode of Bones where they had that blood bullet. And that's not like just something that's on TV and shit. They can really make blood bullets, and then they'd be very hard to trace because it's a frozen piece of blood, and then all of a sudden it's gonna thaw out in the fucking body, and they're not gonna be able to figure it out. So, I mean, there's all different types of ways. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, they also use the media to keep us complacent and distracted so we won't notice what they're up to and how they're controlling our lives. That's true. Those who believe in this theory believe that the Illuminati's end goal is to establish a new worldwide authoritarian government called the New World Order. I fucking knew it, man.
NWO.
I knew this was going to come up in here. I was like, it's gotta come. New World Order's gotta come up in this Illuminati story. It's just not going to be fitting.
Yeah.
There are as many theories about what will come next as there are theories about the Illuminati itself. Some believe that the Illuminati is satanic, and the members wish to bring about the reign of Lucifer on the earth. They believe that an antichrist will emerge to plunge the world into darkness, to control everything for their gain. Most of the people who believe this are part of the more fundamentalist Christian groups, and they believe and they believe that this will bring about the end times. Because the devil is immoral, they believe that many of the goals of the Illuminati are to try to make everyone else be as immoral as the believers think the members are. Well, that's kind of... See, now they're trying to make it out. That's something I've never heard of. I've never heard of the devil having any kind of correlation with the Illuminati. Have you ever heard about any of that?
Yeah.
I've not.
That runs hand in hand with the, like, it's the subliminal message, and the devil plays in with the glorifying of false idols. That make any sense to you?
No.
Okay, so in the Bible, it says something to the extent of, like, don't glorify false idol. I can't remember exactly what it says, but you know, there's only one God, and you shouldn't, like...
Oh, that comes back to religions too, then.
Yeah.
How all the other religions are not real, but theirs is.
Yeah. So that's where the devil comes in, which, so basically, there's all those subliminal messages, that make you want to be the Jay-Z or Beyonce, and these are like false, like, Jay-Z, for instance, calls himself Hova, like, or whatever that is, like, he's trying to be a god, and it's...
Well, isn't that Kanye West too?
Oh God, don't even get me started on that guy.
Well, he's supposedly going to run for president again. That's so stupid. He's so stupid. Doesn't make no sense to me. He is such a nutcase. Who's going to vote for him? He has showed his true ass. Nobody's going to vote for him.
Oh man.
And if they do, there's something wrong with them too, because he has showed his ass. He has showed what he would do, and he would ruin everything. I mean, everything. Everybody would quit. He would be the only one left in the White House because everybody would quit because he had that deal with Adidas, right? Adidas cut ties with him because he acted such a fucking fool.
Oh my God, yes. I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't imagine what people seeing that as an example that they would be like, I'm gonna vote for him. Who is gonna vote for him? Nobody. He is so glorified in himself.
I'm sure
He's
there's
such a
many people
god.
in the sane asylum. If they grab their crayons, they'll vote for him.
Man, he's fucking nuts. Anyways, let's get this story like finished because we're at like 27. Well, you know, we're gonna cut out like the first 10 minutes, but still. All right, man. Plus, you gotta leave here in a minute. So.
Oh yeah, I gotta go.
Let's wrap
Do
this
the
up.
whole Memorial Day weekend celebration. Anyways.
All right, back. Let's wrap this up. For example, one theory says that the part of the New World Order would be forced conversion to homosexuality. Many believe that the end goal is for the world to be controlled by a small group of enlightened people. People believe that there are clues you can find to point to the existence of the Illuminati. Possibly the most famous of these is the all-seeing eye, which is a pyramid with an eye. It is featured on the reverse of the seal of the United States and is considered to be linked to the Illuminati, who believers say see all and know more than the rest of us because of it. The eye is also present on the back of the dollar bill, which is said to be a sign that the Illuminati controls your currency. There are also said to be clues left by many powerful and influential members of the society who we know as celebrities. People like Jay-Z and Beyonce are said to feature the all-seeing eye and other Illuminati references, like words and phrases that point to a secret society or a new world order in their songs and music videos. Actors also make up part of this group, and such people as Emma Watson and Bradley Cooper are said to be members. That is the end of that story, Randy. So what's your thoughts on it?
Well, I don't know. It goes back to the Jay-Z thing. That's funny. He calls himself Hova, like, which is basically a synonym of Jehovah. Like, so comes another, like, oh my goodness. Yeah, there are so many, like, clues. It's like breadcrumbs everywhere. So
Reminds me of National Treasure, right?
So I find it even more ironic, guys, and it's just been popping up in these videos so much, and I'm really glad that I'm doing this type of video so I can actually point out some of this shit, because it's one of the things I really want to start doing is like pointing out ironic or coincidences, and how I just feel like these are all signs that this was what I was supposed to do. This is the place I was supposed to shoot footage for this video. So I talk about National Treasure, and we're talking about Freemasons and Illuminati and stuff. And while I was at the Historic Auto Attraction Museum, they actually have the little glasses that he uses to read the back of the Declaration of Independence. They had them there, and I actually shot footage for it, but I don't know if it made it into this cut. It might have been later on. But I am gonna upload the whole tour on this channel. What I kind of want to do is I like doing this. I like doing this, and I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I want to bring Randy into everything. Randy, Rambo, whatever you know him as. You guys are going to know him as Rambo. I've known him since my son was a baby. So honestly, it's hard. Anyways, getting off topic. I just find it weird that I was talking about the movie National Treasure and the Freemasons and stuff, and then in the actual tour they had the glasses there, and I'm just like, when I seen the glasses, I was like, oh my god, me and Randy talked about this. And that's just another one of them coincidences. I'm like, okay, coincidence, sign, it's a sign to me. This was where I was supposed to go shoot this footage. You guys can call me nuts, but little things like that stick out and I notice them. And it's not paranormal, it's just normal.
a little bit.
I wonder if that's why they made that movie.
Breadcrumbs.
Right. He's always talking about breadcrumbs.
Yep.
Like, that's just weird. Well, anyways, man. I'm trying to think of how we should end this.
Preference.
Well, if you guys liked our podcast, please subscribe.
Yep.
And we will see you guys next week.
Feel free to leave comments on our YouTube channel, which we're probably going to change the name over now.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Thanks for listening, and we will see you in the next one.
Yep. Till next
All right,
time.
Randy, I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
So I highly encourage you guys to watch next week's video. It's going to be the whole tour of the historic auto attraction museum in Roscoe, Illinois, as well as check out our podcast, Angel and Rambo's Mystical Mayhem, where we talk about a little bit of everything: crime, paranormal, UFOs. I know Randy really wants to do a UFO video. So I don't know when that's going to happen because I don't have anything about UFOs right now, but maybe he'll find something. Who knows? Also, if you guys want to see more stuff that I've done, I have an old channel that I still periodically upload to. It's called Angel Walker, and that's just me and the kids, and there's a whole bunch of videos on there. I literally upload everything that's on my phone to that channel. I do not do an intro, outro, or anything like that. Sometimes I'll add like music, but for the most part, it's just whatever. It's clearing up space off my phone because recording takes up a lot of room when you have several videos on there. So especially when they're long, and these guys are long. So, anyways, I hope you guys liked our podcast. I hope you guys check out our podcast, Angel and Rambo's Mystical Mayhem. If you want to see more stuff like my home life, check out Angel Walker. And more than likely, me and Randy's gonna start a new YouTube channel. Because I don't really want to change my name. I don't want to change this channel's name. I'd rather start a new one. So there's that. So look forward to that. I'm gonna give Randy permissions for that channel, so that way he can upload to it as well, and so on and so forth, so I can get him learning how to do all this stuff. I've been doing this for a while now, so this is nothing for me. Am I getting better? Yeah, I've definitely gotten better. Do I have a long ways to go? Sure. I think everybody has some learning to do. You know, there's nobody that's seriously knows all about recording and making YouTube videos and stuff, and it's all like lessons and stuff, right? So, anyways, enough babbling from me. This video is going to be kind of longer than I anticipated, but it's fine. I really just wanted to give you guys a look into mine and Randy's new podcast, and then I found the footage, and that was crazy too. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I really do, and I really hope you guys like this. And if you do, please check out our podcast. Also keep an eye out. I'm gonna be adding links in for our podcast and for my other channel. So if you guys want to check that out, you guys can do that as well. That'll be in the description box as well. And on that note, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.